So, when I started my own computer networking journey, I had these questions in my mind like what computer networking is, how computer networking works, and why do we even need computer networking? I'm guessing since you may have also decided to start your own computer networking journey, or maybe out of curiosity you would like to know more about computer networking, then in today's topic we are going to find answers to these basic questions. So let's get started. So what is computer networking? Well, the computer networking or computer communication is very similar to human communication. Let's have a very simple example in order to understand this theory. Let's say they are the two friends, Ted and Bob, and they lived in a neighborhood. Now Ted has some information and he would like to share that information with his friend Bob. So how Ted is going to share this information with Bob but as a human to human communication. When I say human to human communication, what I mean is they are not going to involve any kind of electronic media like phone or email. So in that case, what Ted is going to do basically, he is going to walk from his own house to Bob's house and then they're going to have a human to human communication. So in this example, what Ted is basically doing, he is using a path which is connected between these two houses and that path is called a physical path. So that was the first way of communication what Ted and Bob is using. What could be the another way of communication they could use? Since these two houses are near to each other and the distance between these two houses is not that far, so what Ted and Bob could do, they could even stand next to each other houses and they can still have a human to human communication. Or they can come to their own balconies and still they can communicate with each other. So in this example, what they are basically doing is they are creating an invisible path which is called a virtual path. So from these both examples, now we understand in order to have human to human communication, we need to have either physical path or virtual path. This same method applies in computer networking as well. When the computers would like to talk to each other or when they would like to share information with each other, they have to have either physical path or virtual path. So let's try to compare these with computer networking. In this example, we have these two computers here. One computer belongs to Ted and another computer belongs to Bob. Now Ted has created some documents on his computer like Word, Excel and PowerPoint and he would like to share this document with Bob. So how these documents are basically going to transfer from Ted's computer to Bob's computer. So in order to share documents, they have to have either physical path or virtual path as we saw in human to human communication. In computer networking, physical path means a wired connection. In wired connection, it can be either Cat5 cable, Cat6 cable, fiber cable or any kind of different type of cable. It's totally depend upon our connectivity requirement. Now let's assume these both computers are connected with Cat6 cable and a small switch in between. But still having this physical path means they won't be able to communicate with each other completely because it still requires some other parameters like configuring the IP addresses. We will discuss about IP addressing in different topic because it's a huge topic as well as it's very interesting. So now they are able to communicate with each other by using a physical path. Now let's discuss about the virtual path. In computer networking, virtual path can be wireless connectivity. The wireless connection comes in a place when computers do not use the wired connectivity. Instead, they use radio frequency for their communication. So in wireless connectivity, we use two forms of radio frequency as of now. The first one is 2.4 GHz and the second one is 5 GHz. Let's say Ted and Bob, they both have wireless adapter installed on their computers. So all they have to do is they have to connect on either of the radio frequency, either on 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz. Let's assume they both have connected on 2.4 GHz and they are able to transfer document with each other. So in wireless connectivity, there are some other parameters also involved like SSID, what we can discuss in separate topic of wireless. Now we have little challenge here. Let's say Ted's computer supports only 2.4 GHz frequency and Bob's computer supports only 5 GHz frequency. So the question is, would they be able to communicate with each other on different frequencies? The answer is no, because they have to have on same radio frequency in order to have a proper communication. So what could be the solution in this particular case? So the solution to this is they could use either wireless router, what we see in our home wireless connectivity, or you could also see if it is a small office network, or they could use wireless access point if they are in enterprise network. Because this wireless router or wireless access point, they supports both type of radio frequency. So it doesn't matter whether the computer supports either of the radio frequency, as long as they are able to communicate with wireless router or wireless access points, they would be able to communicate with other computer on different frequency as well as on the internet. Now let's try to understand the definition of computer networking, because when you are going for an interview, the definitions they are going to ask you. So what is computer networking? Well, the computer networking means sharing digital information among computing devices with the help of media is called computer networking. Now in this definition, what digital information is? Well, the digital information can be in the form of documents like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF, etc. This can also be in the form of photos, music, videos, files, folders, etc. So these are all the example of digital information. Now what are computing devices? The computing devices can be either desktop, laptop, printer, scanner, switch, router, firewall, or even our smartphones can also be part of computing devices. Now and lastly, what is media? As we saw in our examples, the media can be either wired or wireless. If it is a wired connectivity, then the media can be in the form of Cat5 cable, Cat6 cable, fiber cable, or it's totally depend upon our connectivity requirement. The media can be in that particular manner. But if it is a wireless connection, then the media can be in the form of radio frequency. At present we use radio frequency in 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. So in a summary, computer networking means sharing digital information among computing devices with the help of media is called computer networking. So that was all explanation about what is computer networking. Now in the next topic, we are going to see why do we use computer networking and why it is so important. So see you in the next topic. Thank you and take care.